2, 3, fire!
Knights, Vikings, Samurai, Woolen, Outlanders, 4. Okay, all good and set up and ready to go. Hell yeah. Ah, man, dude. What a... Oh, crap. God dang it, I already messed up my freaking intro. What is up to all the 2 warriors of honor? My name is Miguel, and guess what, guys? Today, it's finally here, guys. We finally have ourselves, of course, the reveal of the brand new hero, and also the title update 2 for Honor Year 7 Season 4. And oh my god, I just saw that freaking dude, he just dabbed. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Are people still doing that dab, man? God, dude. Every single time I see somebody do like the dab thing, I just find it cringe. Man. When did that come out? I actually don't remember. What was it, like in the late 2010s, I think? Yeah, I don't remember if it was like between what? 2016, 2017. I don't remember. Obviously, I don't know why I'm talking about it. Either way, yeah, guys. So hopefully everybody's excited for the brand new Varangian God hero, guys. I can't wait to see what the developers are going to be showing us. You know, we already know what we know so far, but the brand new hero, we know what they look like. We know, you know, what kind of weapons they're going to be having, but we do not know what kind of other armor variations the new hero is going to be having. Of course, we do not know, of course, the other different weapons that they might get. You know, the executions, the moveset, the feats, anything like that. So, yeah, I cannot wait to see what the developers are going to be showing us in this Warriors Than License. So I'm excited for it, and also some other stuff too. You know, they're going to be showing us, of course, you know, maybe the testing grounds about the Highlander and Magi, and I'm forgetting who else was in the was it Nuxia? I think Nuxia was in the testing grounds too. But yeah, also they're going to be showing us the armor variations for, of course, the Vikings, the Wooden, and the Outlanders for this season. And yeah, I can't wait to see what other stuff they're gonna be showing us, man. But either ways, guys, hopefully everybody's excited for it. I'm excited for it. This is gonna be a long Warriors Den, like always. But like for me, I always come prepared when it comes to these Warriors Den live things. Talk about. I got myself some food, like always, and this right here is basically a nice, tasty looking quesadilla. I don't know if you guys can see, it looks really nice and tasty. You see some beans, you see some rice, you see a jalapeno. So yeah, and I got myself a drink too. It's actually right here on the side. It's right here. It's in horchata. So yeah. I'm gonna be eating good today. Usually when it comes to me eating my food, I always eat them like towards like when they show the gameplay of the new hero or anything like that. I think I'll hold off for a bit and eat it like in an hour and a half, because I want to see what they're going to be showing us. So yeah. Either way, I'm hungry too, so I'm starving, dude. But yeah, guys, so after this reveal live stream is done, I'm going to go ahead and upload, of course, my reaction, my 2-part reaction. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the Warriors Den recap video for you guys, for anybody who missed out on the Warriors Den live stream and or weren't able to go ahead and catch it live. So don't you worry, I'll be able to go ahead and keep you guys posted on what's happening for Honor. Also, I am going to go ahead and start today. I'm going to be uploading, well, not today because I still need to go ahead and edit this, but I will be uploading the video of me doing a 2 plays of Honor, and that's going to be mostly with the new arcade quest. So I can't wait for that, and also the Hero Fest for the Warmonger. So yeah, hope you guys will enjoy it. It's gonna be like I said, this year for my For Honor videos, I'm gonna go ahead and make that promise. I'm gonna go ahead and push out as many For Honor videos that I can, so that way, you know, because last year wasn't so good, but this year, new year, so I'm gonna go ahead and change things up. So hopefully everybody's excited for that.
It's a frosty morning here in Montreal.
bit,
we had
yeah.
an ice storm.
Little
So,
bit.
yeah, I got to skate to work. That was great.
Right.
But, Nolan, I believe that viewers can win something other than ice from the sky. You want to tell us about it?
That's very true, if you consider that a win. But, you know, we got you covered today, folks. So here's the thing. We're going to tell you this right away. That's why we're jumping into this. Link your UbiConnect account to your Twitch account so that way you can watch it. We got an action-packed, huge Warriors Den prep for you today, and you want to have your account linked because for every 30 minutes you're here watching us, you're going to win a scavenger crate. And at the end of this whole show, we're going to select some lucky winners at random to win a grand prize of either 100,000 steel or the new hero, the Varangian Guard. So you want to be linked, you want to be watching, and you want to make sure to redeem your rewards as you go every 30 minutes. So make sure you're doing that. We warned you. We always try to. Brian always does such a good job of that.
There's always someone who's like, no, I blew it. I blew it.
It's good. But, you know, we are so excited that for the new hero launch and all that we have even more Twitch awesomeness for all of you out there, because starting next week with the launch of the new title update from February 1st to February 8th, the top 10 streamers of For Honor are going to win a grand prize of 100,000 steel each. So
Lucky.
Get on there, stream the game, have fun with that. And if you're not super into streaming, but you just want to watch and support, we got you covered too, because we have a whole Twitch directory here of drops, so you can see it on the screen. But you know, watching every few hours, up to like 15 hours, you're going to win XP boosts, scavenger crates, steel, championship status, all of the above. It's going to be great. So just make sure you're watching. Championship status. Championship. The champs are here. So it's amazing. So we got you covered. So watch us today, stream next week, watch next week with the launch of the new title update. It's going to be awesome. So
And remember,
yeah.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's
Also, I
right.
just realized they're actually in a bit of a different studio. They're not in their normal studio that they were before. They were in a different one. They actually did this when the Magi came out. They were in a different studio.
We're talking to you right now. Stream it.
So
it's
it's
going to be
kinda
awesome. But you know what? This upcoming TU launch into February, we've got like another really cool announcement we want to make. And for those of you who didn't know, but a very special event is happening on February 14th, all right? And now I know normally that day kind of goes unmarked in most calendars, but we want you to mark it because it is the For Honor anniversary.
Oh, not Singles Awareness Day.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. No, not Singles Awareness Day, but yes. Again, nothing else is
Loser.
happening there but the For Honor anniversary. So just make sure you log in and you play with us, because guess what? We have got an amazing mood effect that we're going to give away just for logging in and playing during that week. It's incredible. And what's the fun thing about this, Brian, now?
Oh, it matches your color swatch.
That's right, it does.
Yeah, which means I'm going to pressure right now on the For Honor community.
So it's kind of like the fireworks
or the For Honor
effect
fashion community
Or
that we got for
to
the
allow
New
that one in
Year's.
submissions.
Yeah.
Because it deserves it.
Yeah, so that's good. So again, February 14th, don't miss out. Log in, play for that week, and you'll just get that awesome new mood effects to match with your color swatches. That's great.
It's free real estate.
It is free real estate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with free. So that's awesome. A couple other notes, just we want to just kind of mention this because it's so exciting with the new hero reveal today. But this is actually our 185th Warriors Den.
God damn.
What the heck? That's a lot.
That's more than 150.
That is more than 150. Yeah, the math I believe does check out on that.
Yep.
So that's
I looked it up online.
Yeah, was it peer reviewed?
That's
that
crazy
research
because
data?
I never,
Who checks that?
I just
Definitely
started
not me,
watching
but,
the Warriors Den
yeah,
like
so
what? Right when
185th
the
Warriors Den.
Definitely not anyone.
Definitely nobody.
when did I start watching the Warriors
So
Den?
that's awesome, and you know, at the same time, just we're so.
I think
excited
it was
for
right
that
when the
launch
Pirate
this
came out
new,
is when I
hero
started
next
watching the
week.
Warriors Den.
But also,
Yeah.
we also want to just kind of congratulate
I
the
think it was
entire
when I first
community
started
out there,
doing it.
because a couple months ago, if you weren't aware, we actually hit our 35 million player threshold. And it's still going, you know what I mean? Like,
Damn.
it's still
We're over that
still
now.
going. We are over that. That was a
Yeah.
couple months ago. Like,
I think that right there is
so
like
milestone
combined
crossed.
between
Definitely.
consoles and PC
and
players.
again, like 35 million, still more than 150.
And people say the
so
game is dead.
The math continues
My
to
ass.
make
That's
sense.
going to hurt. I
So-
can't do the math on that.
Yeah, don't stress too much about it. It's
Yeah.
fine. So anyway, just thank you so much just for being part
If
of
the
that
game
journey
was
with
really
us.
dead,
I'm just so
why do we
excited,
have
to
35
have you here
players
today.
playing For Honor
yeah,
then?
it's great. So
Yeah.
but
you
what
want
else
to talk
is
about
there,
what's
man?
coming up in TU2?
I want you. Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you got?
let's do it. So let's take a quick look at what happened in Title Update 1. I'm assuming all of you are able to read all that literacy drip. So
Pays
let's
off.
talk about what's coming in TU2.
Facts,
We
Pirates,
got
we
a
post
new hero on
to bring that
February
back.
1st, the Varangian Guard. We got a free event pass coming with that as well. as well as new armor variations.
Ooh, nice.
For the Viking, Samurai, and Wulin, right? Did I
Nope.
mess that up? No. Viking, Wulin, and Outlander.
There we
That's
go.
right, Wulin, Outlander.
No.
I donked it up.
Even I knew that.
But
I
fixed
wouldn't
it,
talk
so
about it
it's
at the beginning.
fine. And then we got a trio of Hero Fests coming up for you, which we'll say exactly who I think a little later in the show. And then a throwback event, Black Prior's Riposte.
Nice.
And that is how you say that. It's a riposte.
It is, yeah.
Or riposte.
Not riposte, as I originally thought.
No,
so,
riposte.
that's good.
No. But yeah, we'll give you more details on the new hero, the Varangian Guard, their background a little bit later, as well as all the narrative stuff, and we'll have plenty of time to see people play the hero.
Yes.
Check it out in depth. We've got a big show for you. You're going to get a lot of eyes on with the Varangian Guard. But before we have that, we're going to have a short transition, and then Mr. Stefan is going to join us on stage, on the couches, because apparently he has a few things to say about stuff and things.
Awesome.
So, we'll see you in just a second. Don't go anywhere.
Special announcement. Okay, what they're gonna go ahead and announce. Let's see. Special announcement. Meet the Varangian God. Okay. Let's see. Hero narrative and art. Hero gameplay, animation. Exhibition matches. We might want to go ahead and skip that, only because it's long. So I don't want to go ahead and make this reaction too long. Seasonal customization and patch notes and wrap up. Okay, so yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and skip the exhibition matches, because sometimes when it comes to those, they actually tend to go along. So yeah, that explains why this live stream is like 2 hours and 2 hours and 30 minutes. Jesus Christ. I wonder what they're gonna be announced. Well, if I have to guess, it might be year 8 of For Honor.
And we're back.
That's what I'm
Joined by
guessing.
Everyone's favorite game
Might be year
director,
8.
Stefan, how are you doing today?
Thank you very much for saying that I'm your favorite.
Yeah,
the
favorite of one. It makes it easy.
You know, I guess favorite, least favorite, all at once. Thank you.
So it's a big day today. We're talking about this lovely lady on the stream.
I can't wait.
Yeah, but a little bird told me, little one, real small, swallow, told me that you might have some information on some exciting things.
Yes, absolutely. It's great. We're going to talk about the end of year 7 here and the introduction to the new hero. And just before we do that,
End of year 7 means, right?
we're there. Of course, we're pleased to announce the announcement of year 8 of For Honor.
There we go. Year 8. We got the official announcement. Awesome.
And I can't wait. It's going to be super cool. In terms of content, we're going to talk about just a little sneak peek as to what we are going to have inside it in year 8. So, of course, we're going to bring 4 all-new seasons to For Honor.
Yes.
We're going to have 2 new heroes. The first is going to launch in Season 2, TU2, and the second will be
Like
in
always.
Season 4, TU2, following the trend that we do.
Yeah.
Also, throughout the year, we're going to have hero skins, so watch this space for news on that throughout the year.
I'm looking forward to some of the new hero skins. It's going to be awesome. And I think we are we is there any other details about the heroes that are coming out we want to confirm?
They're going to be awesome. Firstly, this one's going to be awesome here at the end of year 7, and the other 2, we've seen some very spicy stuff, some very cognizant of knowing what For Honor is like in year 7 and year 8.
So we're sticking to the formula.
I think you're going to be a bit surprised with how these play. So,
not with the heroes. I mean with the release.
Oh yes.
If I had to guess what's going to be the next hero,
But I believe
it
that's
has
not
to
all.
be like a
we
wooden
have 2
hero.
little surprises to talk about. So we want to talk
'Cause-
about the first one here.
The last time that we got a wooden
Asking
hero
for
was
this
actually
for
Jean
quite
Hu,
some
and that was
time.
like
I think they have been asking
a long time ago.
for it, if memory serves. Oh God.
Oh, what the hell is this?
happening? We're still here. Here, get rid of it. Get rid of it.
Can we see?
Get rid of it.
Okay,
That's
here we
right.
go.
You
Oh,
read
they're gonna
that
rework
correctly.
some maps.
Indeed,
Oh,
players
cool.
have been asking for us for a long time to do converted maps. So indeed.
Oh,
we're gonna
wait,
bring
no, wait a
these
minute.
Through
Year
year
8.
8.
I wish I could see chat right now. I want to know just to the level to which they're losing their minds.
I hope it's quite positive.
Can someone
Oh,
give, like,
so
a
that's
out of
what- oh,
10?
so that's what
Okay,
they're doing.
Freaking out. Awesome.
So indeed, the intention is to bring 2 converted maps through year 8, and what we're going to have basically is they are deathmatch maps that are very.
Oh, I see what they're
seldomly
doing.
played
Oh,
by players
okay.
in For Honor,
Yeah,
as
that makes
deathmatch is
sense.
very underplayed, So for players, the ask has been, can you convert some of these to Dominion, our most played, our flagship game mode? And yes, indeed, that's the intention. Yeah. So you're going to see...
That's actually a smart idea. That's actually a smart idea that they're actually doing that, because everybody knows that Dominion is actually the popular game mode to play. And a lot of people kind of wish that some maps are only exclusive to what? Tribute, to Duel, to Skirmish, Elimination. All of that, they kind of wish that those maps could be like the Dominion maps. And looks like the developers are going to be doing that, so that's going to be awesome. We actually did get one of those. If anybody remembers when the Dead by Daylight event came, and we actually got ourselves kind of like a Dominion style map in that. It was like it was in the oh my god, what is that freaking map called?
As year 8 begins, but what
it was like in that Viking village.
Something that we're calling the Legacy Pass.
I forgot what it was called.
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck is this?
And what a Legacy Pass is, of course, we're going to bring 4 new battle passes through year 8, 1 per season. But we're also going to bring
they're bringing back the
from.
Oh, dude, that is cool. Oh, I like that.
Each of these seasons.
So now that the players have been able to sort by...
Dude, I remember when I did my first video
I'm sure
of For Honor, started doing the battle passes,
how do I
man.
get that? That was from a long time ago.
Jesus, man.
So this is
bringing me back
Exactly.
flashbacks.
So, for example, in season 1 of year 8, we're going to bring back the year 4 season 1 battle pass, the first one, and it's going to be an opportunity for players who've never experienced it in year 4 to get this content for the first time, as well players that were existing. Their progress is going to be maintained. So if they're at tier 50 in the battle pass the first time
tier 50 now.
Exactly. If they bought it before, they'll have it now. And then for everybody,
so that's going to be kind of like the event pass
with retrofit content.
Okay,
yes.
that's cool.
And what this means is that the heroes that launched after this pass had launched, between now and then, basically, are going to get retrofit battle pass content in a tier 101.
Nice. So
dude, that right there is a smart idea.
Exactly.
That right there is a smart idea, because I don't know if you guys know, but every single time when we get a battle pass or when a new hero comes, with the battle pass, unfortunately, when the hero launches, they actually do not get the items that are in the battle pass. The only hero that actually was able to go ahead and get the items from the battle pass was Griffin. Griffin was the only hero in For Honor that was able to go ahead and get some of the items in the battle pass for him. And then after that, none of the other characters got it. Not Kyoshin, even Astra. Dude, when the Warmonger came out, she came out like in the second half of season 2 of year 4, and she didn't get any of the
concept of active and
any of the battle pass items. So now,
awesome! I'm looking forward.
So now we're going to go ahead and get those items for the characters now too. So that's going to be awesome. And especially for some of the characters that weren't around at that time, they're going to be getting that too. That is a smart idea they're doing. That is awesome.
It now includes the Legacy Pass, as well as unlocking.
Because I know a lot of people didn't really like how, when there's a new hero coming out, and then when the battle pass comes out, and unfortunately they're not going to be able to get the items that's actually that's the season fits for that hero, then they're not going to be go ahead and get the items for the battle pass. So this is a smart idea that they're doing. I like it. That's awesome. That right there is a great announcement, man.
Space for announcements throughout the year. And you can see all this cool.
Dude, what a freaking great start for year 8, man.
Thank you so much, Stefan, for taking us through that.
But that's everything that we know so far. But we need to know what the new season is going to look like. So I can't wait for that.
We'll be right back on the next segment. We're going to do a deep dive into the narrative and the art design for the new hero, the Varangian Guard. And but before that, I just want to thank Stefan for joining me on the segment.
Thank you for having me. My pleasure.
Yeah, and there's more. We've got an awesome gameplay trailer for you for the new hero, so feast your eyes upon this.
Okay, I'm excited. Let's go ahead and watch the trailer.
You failed to slay us all. I live.
There she is.
I am at the gates, and not alone. All my life, something was missing. But in exile, I found it. True dedication. A bond unbreakable. The promise of the Varangian Guard.
Oh, we saw a glimpse of the armor.
Justice is on the march. Can you hear it?
Oh, that's a new execution for the Black Fire. Nobushi. And the Afira. Right there, we got the confirm of the who's gonna be the next hero to get their Hero Fest. Oh. Ah, dude, that was awesome, dude. Oh man, dude. Hopefully everybody's excited. Dude, if that trailer did not get you pumped for the brand new hero, I don't know what, dude. That right there was awesome, man. We got to see a glimpse of different armor that the brand new heroes are gonna be having. Also, that right there, they announced that which are gonna be the next heroes that are gonna be getting their Hero Fest. We saw the Afira, we saw Nobushi, and we saw the Black Fire. So yeah, but that right there is gonna be awesome once we get their executions. But that's gonna be like later on in the season. So yeah. But right now, we still have the Warmonger.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hey!
Oh man, that was such
The
a hype
Warmonger Hero
trailer.
Fest.
I'm so excited. So excited for Varangian Guard. And if you're excited too, we got good news because again, next week, February 1st, the Varangian Guard is going to be available for everybody for $7.99 USD, and on February 14th for 15k steel. So get ready for that. It's going to be awesome. And yes, we are going to normally have like a 2-week period before they're available for steel, but because it's our anniversary, we want to just do it a little earlier by one day. So get ready for that. It's going to be awesome. So but for this segment too, we are going to dive into the narrative, the lore, the art, all of the stuff that is so important, at least definitely to me, and I know to a lot of people here on the couch. So I'm very excited to hear about this. So welcome everybody. Steph, thanks for sticking around and talking more about this awesome new hero, the Varangian Guard. So
Thank you very much.
yeah, good. Cool. And also we're joined over here on the very far couch, but our amazing game writers. We have Andre, we have Ian. It's okay.
close to your heart.
That's close, always close to the heart. That's great. And Raf, of course, our resident historian. So thank you all for joining us on the couch today. So let's dive into this. Steph, do you want to give a little introduction now for the hero?
Of course, it's my pleasure to talk here now about the Varangian Guard hero. It's our first fully armored Vikings, so that's pretty cool. All the other Vikings just roll up and whatever they got, and this one's like,
And hopefully all the people that are a fan of the Vikings are happy. Because they've been wanting a Viking hero that had
this
actual good armor.
female
So hopefully you guys are happy now.
She has an axe in the one hand and a shield in the other.
So let's wait and see if they could go ahead
when
and
we
fix
talk about
that
the
up with the
aspects
other
of her
Vikings.
play, we're going to talk about kind of two things. One is going to be the violent Viking aspect, and the second will be the loyal mercenary aspect. The violent Viking, of course, is represented through the axe, which is really going to bite into opponents, embed in them in a way that the others don't, and set her up for her really fun, kind of cool mix-up that others will talk about in the next segment. We'll get to that. But yes, this is violent Viking, and I can't wait for this mix-up. It's fun. And then the second is a loyal mercenary, and that's going to be well represented through her shield, her ability to multi-block and defend herself. You're going to see that in a couple moments as well. And she's going to really help her team out with her feats that are going to bring benefits to her teammates, feat 1, feat 3, for survivability and killability, and her tier 4, which is really going to help her move forward with the team and take back space for their team. So
Nice.
Can't wait to show that in the next segment with the others.
That's very cool. Well, yeah, thank you very much. Sounds really cool. I'm very excited to see just the next Viking. And also, I want to say thank you so much because now we get to round out that missing space in the roster now. So my OCD is very appreciative of that because, oh boy, it's been.
We need a lot more though.
Since
We
York,
need a
so-
lot more,
Who's counting, eh?
Me,
especially for
but
the wound in.
So it's great. So yeah, but let's talk a bit more about the story. Like, so let's Andre and Ian, can you tell us a bit more about like who is this Varangian guard for us? What's the story for Honor when it comes to her?
Happy to get into it. Yeah. So the Varangian guards are mercenaries. They travel the world fighting for various clients. And in their travels, their identities have evolved. And in one way, you can see that in their appearance. As Stefan's mentioned, they are fully armored Vikings.
Ooh.
You also see it in their language as well. So the dialogue in game is a mix of Greek and Icelandic. So as you know, all of our Vikings speak Icelandic. It's Greek. That's new. And it's a little bit of a clue to where the Varangian guards have been to in the world. So we're not going to nail it down, but that's your clue. And so when you hear them speaking Greek, this is when their more mercenary side is coming out. It represents, how stoic they are. They're there to get a job done. It's refined. And then when they slip into the Icelandic, that's when you hear that Viking core that Stefan mentioned coming out. And they're more brutal, violent. Their blood is up on the battlefield. But what makes the Varangian guards so famous as mercenaries is their loyalty. So they're intensely loyal to each other, as you can see in the feats Stefan mentioned as well. But they're also loyal to their clients. So a lot of mercenaries get a bad rep for, betraying their clients if a better offer comes along. Their allegiance is really only to whoever will pay them the most money. Not so with the Varangian guards. If they say they're going to fight for you, they will fight for you, no matter what. So they cost a lot of money, but what you're buying is that ironclad loyalty. So that begs the question, how do the Varangian guards fit into the seasonal narrative? And I believe Ian has some more information to share on that.
I do? I do, yes,
I
right.
hope so.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
I hope so, because I prepared nothing, so it has to be you.
I wonder what happens.
Yes, absolutely. Let's just wind the clocks back a little bit. In TU1, we had the Highlander Maddox. He betrayed his people, his chieftain, to side with Horkos. He killed everyone who was, not by himself. He and his men killed everyone who was loyal to Chimera. But there is one who escaped. If players paid attention to the lore orders, they might have noticed that the chieftain's daughter escaped. And now we can officially reveal that this chieftain's daughter, her name is Katla, and she is our main Varangian Guard hero. Katla went into exile when her uncle unceremoniously took the throne. She roamed the frozen wastelands of Valkenheim until she came across the Varangian Guard. And there they took her in. She trained with them. She learned their ways. She learned their cultures. She became one of them. Eventually, she took the pledge, became a Varangian Guard herself. And now her first act is she's hired her own crew to go back to Heathmore to reclaim her village. So now it's Katla versus Maddox, and it's the Varangian Guard versus Horkos, and it's really, we're putting an exclamation point here on the Year of Injustice, because there's been so many injustices. We had a lot of, Horkos has been wreaking havoc pretty much throughout all of Year 7, but now finally, some good guys are coming in and trying to balance the scales a little bit. Yeah, what do you think about that, Andre?
I'd say that's absolutely accurate. The Varangian guards are these paragons of hope now at the end of Year of Injustice. Like you said, it's a great way to cap it off. And as you also heard in the trailer, there's the line, justice is on the march. So they really do represent, a ray of light at the end of this dark, dark year. And I believe Maddox, he also tries to do something pretty schemey in character for him,
he's
right?
a sleazy guy, and even he himself, when he sees the Varangian Guard coming, he realizes the threat they represent, and he's like, oh, wait, maybe I can try and, wrestle something out of it. So he tries to hire them from underneath, Katla. He offers them more money, but as Andre said, they have their morals, they have their code. They refuse. They're here to fight for Katla. They're here for him. So
it's very ironic too, considering that the Varangian guards have no blood relation whatsoever to Katla. They're mercenaries. They're mercenaries in general are famous for being just greedy, and yet they show more loyalty to her than her own blood. So just goes to show the level of his treachery.
Exactly.
Right?
I mean, it's treason.
Family
right?
troubles.
It's treason, and now
It's
we're
treason,
rectifying
yes.
it. Yeah.
Surprising, because at some point I thought that the message was, hey, Maddox was right.
And now, no, I learned that it's wrong.
I mean, that's
you
up
can
for
argue
debate.
it. You
you
can
know?
argue it.
But Maddox did nothing wrong. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I thought this was the plan. Oh.
I guess not. We got to keep reading those lore orders, though. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, sounds great. I'm excited to really cap off the conflict between these two, the Oathbreaker and this Oathkeeper. So that's a really cool way to again cap off the year, like you said. So that's the Varangian Guard in the lore of For Honor. But obviously this was like a real world kind of group of people. So from a historical angle, Raph, can you share what were the inspirations for this? Like, how far down does this rabbit hole go?
Yeah, of course. We took inspiration from history for that. Varangian Guard is probably the most famous military unit of the Middle Ages. The members of the Guard were Norse people, mostly from Scandinavia, fighting across Europe and the Middle East, and selling their services as mercenary, and they're mostly associated with the Byzantine Empire, it's a successor of the Roman Empire in the Middle Ages, and it was at the time the wealthiest and most sophisticated state pretty much in Europe and the Middle East. So it was a right place to go if you wanted to fight for money. There, in the capital of the empire, Constantinople, the Varangian Guard served as the personal guard of the emperor, but also as shock troops that were really renowned for their fearlessness, their violence, as Stefan said, and their loyalty. We have one example in more than 200 years of history of their existence, of them revolting against their employer. So yeah, this is really special. And this loyalty, we were drawn to it when we started thinking about the hero. This was something that we really wanted to represent, but it's not the only aspect that we wanted to represent. We used also the fact that the Varangian Guard, so they were coming from other places and traveling. Some would go, get paid, and come back. In Norway, for instance, there is a famous story about a king of Norway called Harald Hardrada. We took inspiration from history to get the story of Katla, her coming back, being exiled and coming back. But also, when they go somewhere, they are Vikings. Yes, Vikings in their core. But they become Vikings with a twist because they live embedded and surrounded by another culture, this Byzantine culture. And we wanted to reflect this multiculturalism or biculturalism. So we have a Viking with a twist, a Viking who has a few Greek words, a Viking who fights in a bit more of a structured way than the other Vikings. A Viking who has, of course, a lot of armor. A Viking who, so it's reflected also in executions, mood effects, the music. There are some Armenian and Byzantine influences there, and of course also in weapons, armor sets, art in general.
Right. Well, I mean, speaking of art too, we have some concept art too that we can kind of show. You can kind of walk us through a bit of that process.
Absolutely, this is something I like so much. So we started from history, so from manuscripts, from text descriptions, from archaeological diggings, from drawings from the time, all kind of sources. But from history, we build our fantasy, and the fantasy we wanted to build was an armored Viking, as Stefan mentioned. What does it mean, an armored Viking? Well, you've seen it. You see it on the key art that we have here and on the concept art on the screen. So an armored Viking has a helmet, of course, and you have multiple kind of helmets that we used. Greaves, shin pads, multiple layers of armor.
Oh, we can see
so of course, you would have some,
a little bit of her
which
face.
is pretty much a clothed pad, padded cloth armor. You have chainmail, you have scale mail, you have some multi-layers of leather, and you have something I personally really love, which is it's called Varangian bra in sources.
Oh, God.
So it's like leather straps that link the or hold the chain.
I wonder now that they've finally released a Viking that has proper Viking armor. Hopefully they can now start giving the other Vikings, you know, the proper armor that they need. Kind of like how, you know, with the brand new hero has. Even though we do have some armor variations that do have that, but I think a lot of people like they want more. You know, they want a lot more.
Because she's
So,
a
yeah.
palace guard.
So
and
hopefully
she
they can do
needs
that
to
maybe
go to
next year.
court and to appear in court events. So yeah, multiple layers of explanation and multiple layers of armor. That's the important point.
And I think, like, speaking of armor as well, like, right, there was like, a lot of work that went into, you know, some customization for the armor. Right?
Absolutely. I mentioned that
we get to
had
see
that
it.
fantasy of an armored Viking, but another aspect that we really wanted to nail was the customization aspect. We wanted to give the Varangian Guard. It's a unit. You are issued with standard equipment. But you also you want to bring in some element of individuality into the guard, coming from different places, and we wanted the player to be able to have this choice, to be able to go with the cape, without cape, different types of helmets. You will see that there is a set that has a face reveal. There are other sets that have a conic head, conic helmet with an aventail, which is a way to protect your face. Some others have complete face masks. You can see it here. It's inspired from neighboring culture, the Sicilian Norman from Italy that the Varangian Guard would have fought. So yeah, you have multiple options. In the
That's
armor,
the first set.
You also have different
Now we have
types
the
of
second
chainmails.
set.
You have different types of
I see the
scale
weapons
mails.
in the background too.
You can go with other types of armor too. You
Iron
can see
Mask!
the many types of customization that are available and that we wanted to offer as an option.
But they also seem to really like the pointy helmets. You know, is there a historical reason for the pointy helmets?
You want me to say?
Oh,
that
look,
they
we see our
stagger
face
A
over
little
there.
bit, yeah. I kind of want to know where's the
No.
history for that. Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's not the
Oh,
case.
darn.
Well,
Okay.
maybe they did, but that's not what my sources tell me. Basically, the helmet is to protect your skull. Everyone's
As is
Yeah,
tradition.
I'm aware. So basically, if it is like that, it deflects blows much better than if it was really square kind of helmet. There are other types of helmets, but in their case, we went with this one. We also have a helmet like this one, which is a late Roman Ridge helmet, many jewels. This is us taking the liberty of going up and down the thousands of years of Roman and Byzantine history that preceded the Varangian Guard.
Wow.
We mentioned customization. I did.
Yeah.
There are also options that we have with material, with color sets. As you can see, the entire armor will change. You can apply the material changes to it, and we try to maximize it so that you can do as much as you can and change and express yourself as much as you want with the material, but also with the color sets, and you can go with as many colors as we have and as many colors as you want.
Nice.
Is there a particular color you think you'll be playing with?
I mean, they got a purple ponytail right now, so I think I might just go with that.
The dark purple is really historical too. I would go with this one, but pink is also something I like, but not historical, but really I like it. So hey,
it's
we can go
expression
with
though,
it.
so
Yes.
yeah. That's awesome. Well, yeah.
I have a history question.
Oh, yeah.
For the professor.
Well, for him,
Or maybe it's not for me. Maybe it's for the people at home. But could you explain maybe why we pronounce it Varangian and not Varangian?
Yes, you're right. So basically, the loyalty was really important for. So it's something that's so important that it's actually embedded into their name. The name Varangian in English, it comes from Old Norse Varingar, which means sworn companion or oath taker. And so yeah, this was something that they would do. They would take an oath to their lord. It could be in Scandinavia, or in our case mostly to the Byzantine emperor, and this oath was their bond. They lived by it. They often died by it too, but yeah, it was so important that it was their name, and this is why we've been pronouncing it in this Old Norse fashion with the RG.
That's good. I know during the development I had to remember it because I always thought of like a karate gi, you know, and I don't know why. That's just how I could remember like the hard G there. But it's good to know there's actual, again, like history behind it, which is always awesome.
Well, it's a basis. we go into fantasy. From there we go into fantasy,
Right.
but there is a basis.
Now, speaking of the historical elements, we talked a lot about the armor, but I think you have something hiding behind the couch over there. We can show off a little
Yeah,
bit.
it was really, really well hidden. I'm
Yeah,
sure
they had the
no one saw
mocap
it.
weapon.
Nobody saw it.
Yeah, I've been dying to do this since the trailer.
There
know?
you go.
So yeah, I will let.
I still remember when they did that with the
wonderful
Veggie,
Alex,
when they
JC,
had
and
like
Vanessa
the
talk
two
about why we chose
palm
the,
axes.
long axe, and
I remember-
the
I
kite
remember
shield
that one.
for this hero, the gameplay reasons, the animation reasons, but from an art and history point of view, well. The Varangian guards, they were called in sources Aspidiforoi,
Oh,
so
can you see the weapons?
shield bearer, and Pelekiforoi, so axe bearer. So we wanted to go with that. But when we design weapons, we go like on a scale from realistic to mythological. We start with weapons who are more. You know what they are used exactly what they're used to be. So you have some metal, but not too much. Then we clean it up. We add some metal, some ornaments, some different ways to express yourself. The weapons for a mercenary, they are the tools of the work. So I could believe that as a mercenary, you would want to show off, to try to show that you've survived. To use your weapons as a memento for fallen companions or brothers or whoever, and so more and more you can add elements. You can add some more weapon, some more metal, some more precious metal. You can go into a more fantastical way too.
Ooh, look at that
and
one.
use different things that are inspired both. So the double nature comes back here too. So both from the Viking mythology and from the Roman and Byzantine history.
Oh, wow, look at
of
that
the
one.
mythology or symbols.
We got a unicorn
And
shield.
more you go into, you go up the scale into the mythological. You would have more gold. You would have more tessellated glass, which is something really, really important in Byzantine art.
Gold.
You would have a lot of
Oh,
symbols.
wham. Whichever
Yeah,
one you want to say.
As you can see,
that's
multiple animals.
Yeah, and I think there was like one animal in particular you were really excited about
Peacock.
to
Yes,
express on the weapons.
it's the last one, the dragon. So
Yes.
of course dragons, they're staple of Viking mythology, but they were really, really important in the Roman and then Byzantine armies, and so Varangian Guard too. They had a sigil that was called a Draco. And it was pretty much like a dragon-shaped sigil that you would go into battle with. For 1,000 years, the Romans and the Byzantines used that, and we know that the Varangian Guards were the last to do it in history. So this is the shield and the
Snake.
axe I was talking about. So whether you want to be more realistic or you want to be more mythological, we have you covered, and you want to feel like a 1,000-year-old Roman fighting as a Viking Varangian Guard, well, we have you covered too.
we offer all sorts, so that's amazing.
We try.
We try.
Really, I want to
The weapons look
give a
awesome.
big shout
Not gonna lie, man. They
to
look
the
really
art
beautiful.
team, because they worked so hard on this, and it's a team effort. There are multiple people who do that, including the Chengdu team that we love very, very much, and we thank very, very much too. So yeah, it's the result of the work of these many people.
That's awesome. Yeah, and again, looks absolutely incredible. And honestly, big shout out to you three as well for crafting all this amazing lore, going back into the history. I love me some lore. It's it's just one of my things. But no, so yeah, thank you three as well for again just making this amazing story to help us bring this new hero to life. So that's awesome. Final word before we switch, because we're going to jump into some gameplay and animation next. But Steph, anything else you want to say about our Varangian Guard here?
I mean, I can't always wait. I can never wait for players to get their hands on it.
Yes.
It's always fun to see how they will express themselves on the field and destroy their opponents on it as well.
Nice, guys.
Same. Just excited to see players sink their teeth into the story too, and read those lore orders.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Justice is on the march.
On the march
for Valkenheim.
So Maddox maybe did something wrong. So
Yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah.
Debatable. Debatable.
Not sure.
Debatable. All right. That's for that. So for everybody out there who wants to hire the services of the Varangian Guard yourselves, next week, February 1st, you can do that for $7.99 USD, and on February 14th for 15K steel. So keep an eye out for that. And don't go anywhere, because we're going to be right back with some people to start talking about the animation and the gameplay and get a little hands-on time with our newest hero, the Varangian Guard. So we'll be right back.
Okay, guys. Wow, man. That was awesome. We got to see what the brand new hero looks like in her different set of armor. We also got to see the different weapons that the brand new hero is going to be having. And, man, guys, I'm just so freaking excited to go ahead and get my hands on the brand new hero. But we still have to wait. We still have to wait until February 1st. So, it's going to be here by the time you know it, guys. So hopefully everybody's excited for that, because I am excited for it. So now we get to go ahead and see the gameplay. So this is the one thing I'm excited to see, what they're going to go ahead and show us, how the character is going to be. And let's just see what everybody else's reaction is. Because, when it comes to a brand new hero, people are a little bit skeptical when it comes to the hero's moveset or gameplay. Is the hero gonna be broken, or is the hero gonna be not that good? We just have to wait and see what happens. And yeah, either way, I'm excited, guys. I'm so feeling excited. I'm so excited that right now my stomach is growling, and I'm gonna go ahead and eat, because I'm freaking and I'm hungry. So yeah, let's go ahead and start eating, because I need to go ahead and eat this, because I'm freaking hungry. So yeah, I need to go ahead and get my an access out of my mouth, because I don't know if you guys know, but I have braces on, and right now I'm actually having rubber bands in my mouth, because I have to go ahead and wear them, so orthodontist orders, so I have to go ahead and wear these every day. 24 hours a day. No skipping. No skipping. Because I want to have some nice and perfect teeth. So, yeah. Even though my teeth weren't bad before, then I did have some gaps. And also I was having a little underbite. So I was like, let me go ahead and get some braces. Yeah. Why not? Yeah. It's expensive though. Expensive. I'm paying like $6,000 for them, but right now I'm actually paying them monthly, so that's a good thing. So, and hopefully everybody can get the braces paid off by the end of the cycle, because I'm only gonna be having these braces on for about 2 years. So yeah, I'll be able to go ahead and get everything all paid off. Either way, look at this. Dude, again, I don't know if you guys didn't see this in the beginning, but look at this beauty. Look at this. A quesadilla with arroz y frijol. And of course, I got myself a nice, tasty horchata. So yeah. This freaking new hero has got me hungry, so let's go ahead and eat some food.